Anchor text. A Meal for Mother by Anna Kelly. On Saturday afternoon, Rosalie and Sophia were sitting in the living room playing a word game. "I found another one!" cried Sophie. She drew a circle around the word recipe in the jumble of letters. "No fair," said Rosalie. "You're too quick. I'm going to ask Mama to help me." Rosalie ran to the bottom of the stairs. "Mama!" she shouted. "Mama, I need help with the word game. Sophia is winning." "Shh," her father said, coming down the stairs. "Your mother is having a nap." "But I need help with my word game," Rosalie said anxiously. "Didn't Mama help you with your homework this morning?" "Yes," said Rosalie. "And didn't she help you make a volcano for the science fair on Thursday?" "Yes. She helped Sophia bake muffins for her class, too." "It sounds like Mama deserves a rest," said Rosalie's father. Rosalie thought for a minute. She ran back into the living room. "Sophia, we should do something nice for Mama," Rosalie said. "Why?" asked Sophia. "Because she helped me make a volcano, and she helped you make muffins." Sophia put down her pencil. "She always helps me with my homework, too," Sophia added. "Mama should take the rest of the day off," said Rosalie. "I'll ask Papa if we can order pizza for dinner, so she doesn't have to cook." "No, wait," said Sophia, smiling. "We can make dinner." Rosalie didn't seem sure. "That sounds hard. I don't know how to make dinner." "Neither do I," said Sophia. "But I'm sure I could be a chef if I tried." Rosalie was cross and put her hands on her hips. "I could be a chef, too. I'm just as good as you." "We'll see," said Sophia. "I'll go tell Papa we're making dinner." "No, I'll tell him." Rosalie ran through the kitchen to the back door. She could hear her father playing with her little brother, Emilio, in the backyard. "Papa," she shouted, "Sophia and I are going to make dinner so Mama can have a rest." "It better be something good," Emilio shouted back. "Shh," their father said. "Your Mama is sleeping." Rosalie sat at the kitchen table with one of her mother's cookbooks. There was a lovely picture of a big red dish filled to the brim with cheesy pasta. It looked delicious. She felt tense when she saw all the ingredients, though. There was a long list of instructions, too. It looked very complicated. "We can make pasta bake, but we have to cook it at 150 degrees for an hour." "I don't need to follow a recipe," Sophia remarked. "I can make up something myself." Rosalie closed the book. "You mean you don't know how to follow a recipe?" Sophia didn't answer. She was busy going through the refrigerator. "There's vanilla ice cream in the freezer. We could have that for dessert." "That sounds boring." "Well," Sophia said, thinking, "we could let it melt a bit, then mix in some broken candy bars." "That sounds much better." Sophia took the ice cream out of the freezer and left it on the countertop to melt. "So we have something for dessert," said Rosalie. "But what about dinner?" Sophia stuck her head into the refrigerator again. "Here's some lettuce, tomatoes, some cooked chicken. We can make a salad." "Emilio doesn't like salad," said Rosalie. "That's too bad," said Sophia. "We can't make different meals for everybody." "No," said Rosalie, "but we could make something to go with the salad. How about pancakes? Emilio loves pancakes and they're easy to make. I've seen Papa do it. You can flip the pancake up in the air and catch it in the pan." Sophia smiled. "That does sound like fun." Rosalie opened the cookbook again and found a recipe for pancakes. She read out the measurements. To start, we need 1 cup of flour and 1 tablespoon of baking powder. "Don't be silly, Rosalie. There's pancake mix in the cupboard. All we have to do is add milk and eggs. You get the mix and I'll break the eggs." Sophia took out her mother's glass mixing bowl and a wooden spoon. She poured some milk into the bowl and then broke 2 eggs into the milk. Some eggshell went into the bowl too. "Oops," she said. "Never mind. It will make the pancakes crunchy." Meanwhile, Rosalie had pulled a kitchen chair across the floor. She stood on it to open the top cupboard, and inside she saw the pancake mix. "Found it," she called out. She lifted the box, but it was heavier than she thought. She leaned backwards and nearly fell off the chair. The box of pancake mix slipped out of her hands and landed on the floor with a bang. "Oops," she said. She climbed off the chair and picked up the box. Some of the mix had spilled on the floor. It looked like flour. She walked to the kitchen table, leaving footprints on the tiles. "It's okay," she said. "There's still some left." "We should add a teaspoon of cinnamon to the pancakes," Sophia suggested. "Mama likes it. There's a jar of it in the top cupboard." Rosalie sighed. She climbed back onto the chair and reached all the way into the cupboard. She found a plastic box with a little pink flower inside. "What's this?" she asked. "It's lovely." "It's a sugar flower," Sophia replied. "Granny gave Mama a whole box of them, but there's only 1 left. Mom used a lot of them on my muffins for school." Rosalie found the cinnamon and added a teaspoon to Sophia's glass bowl. "You make the salad and the dressing," said Sophia, "while I make the pancakes." Sophia was worried about using the stove, but she pretended she wasn't. She took out a skillet and put it on the burner. She put some butter on the pan and it sizzled. With a cup, she added some of the pancake mix to the pan. It began to cook and she was very pleased with herself. Rosalie was at the kitchen table making the salad. On the chopping board, she cut up the tomatoes and chicken. She mixed them with the lettuce in a big wooden bowl. Now for the dressing. She knew dressing was made with oil and vinegar, but she didn't know how much to put in. She poured some oil into a small jug. Then she poured the vinegar, but it came out too quickly. "That's all right," she said to herself. "I'll add more oil." So she did, but that came out too quickly as well. So she added more vinegar. She added even more oil and even more vinegar. It went on and on until the small jug was so full she had to pour the dressing into a large water jug. Very soon the large jug was nearly full too. "At least we won't run out of salad dressing," Rosalie said. "It just needs some salt and pepper now." At the stove, Sophia was ready to flip her pancake. 1, 2, 3, go! She threw the pancake as high as she could. It stuck to the ceiling and didn't come back down. "Oops," she said. It didn't matter. She had plenty of mix left. so she made another. This time, she flipped the pancake carefully, and it landed neatly in the pan. Yay! Look at me, Rosalie. I'm making pancakes. I'm going to set the table, her sister said. I'll put out some syrup and a bowl of strawberries for the pancakes. I'll use the red tablecloth and the best silverware. What do you think? That will look great, said Sophia. The last time I set the table, Granny was here. She recommended I put some flowers in the middle. There's a vase of flowers on the windowsill, said Rosalie. You can use those. The table was set, and Sophia had made a big plate of pancakes. She sat them next to the syrup and the strawberries. Rosalie's salad was ready with the giant jug of dressing. Now all they needed was the dessert. Oh no, cried Rosalie. We forgot about the ice cream. The ice cream had completely melted. It looked more like milk than ice cream. Now we have nothing for dessert, said Sophia. Only candy bars. They won't look very nice. Rosalie thought about the sugar flour in the top cupboard. I have an idea. When everything was set, Rosalie shouted out the kitchen door. Mama, Papa, Emilio, dinner's ready. Everyone came in and sat at the table. They left footprints in the pancake mix on the floor, but nobody said anything. My goodness, their mother said. You girls have been working hard. Doesn't the table look nice? Asked Rosalie. It looks very festive, her mother agreed. I made the pancakes, said Sophia. They smell delicious, said her father. I made the salad, Rosalie said. And there's lots of dressing, her mother said, laughing. Everybody ate chicken salad and pancakes until they were full. Their father sat back and rubbed his tummy. I couldn't eat another bite. We should have pancakes for dinner every day, said Emilio. Thank you, girls, their mother said. It was really nice to have the evening off. We're not done yet, Rosalie cried. Rosalie went to the countertop and brought back a pretty pink bowl. She had broken candy bars into little chunks, and on top sat the pink sugar flour. Oh, that's lovely, her mother said. Suddenly, something fell from the ceiling and hit the ground with a splat. Rosalie got a fright and dropped the bowl. It smashed on the ground. Oh, Sophia, your pancake that never came down. It finally came down. Now we really have nothing for dessert, Sophia said sadly. Rosalie began to cry. You know what? Said their father. Since you girls worked so hard and made a lovely dinner, I think you deserve a treat. How about we all go out for ice cream? Yay! Rosalie, Sophia, and Emilio all cheered at once. Their mother laughed. I think that sounds perfect.